Hello everyone, my name is Brennan Harrison and I am an information systems student at the University of South Florida. This is the third submission out of a total of 4 to qualify for the Citizen Data Science Certificate. This submission is made under GEB 4890 taught by Professor Kelso during the spring semester of 2020. The purpose of this video is to explain the insights I discovered using data that was generated from this course's capstone simulation, where teams of students run companies and compete to make cross-functional and strategic decisions in a virtual environment. Before I dive into the visualizations and insights, I want to give some background about the source data. As I mentioned previously, the data comes from a capstone simulation where students compete to accomplish strategic goals. Therefore, because it is a simulation, these strategic goals are aligned with various financial metrics such as profit, sales, return on equity, and so forth. Each financial metric is represented as a field, while each team's performance within a corresponding round is recorded as an observation. In the actual simulation, students compete for 8 rounds, but for the purposes of this video, only 3 rounds worth of data were collected. One final note for this slide is how in each round, a row called average was inserted within the dataset to hold subsequent averages for all teams within a round and for a corresponding field. Now that I was able to quickly introduce my data, I will now show everyone the insights I found using this dashboard I constructed. To begin with, the first insight I discovered, as you can all currently see from the bar chart, is how Team Erie has accumulated the most profit across the first 3 rounds of the simulation. The line chart shows how they've been able to yield higher annual profits for each new round as the simulation progresses. On that note, the second insight I found using the line chart is the unfortunate predicament Team Chester is in regarding their profits. Overall, they have experienced a downward trend in losses, but after round 3, they were able to make some gains. But they still have a whole lot of room for growth, of course. My recommendation for them would be to raise sales by adjusting their marketing budgets to increase customer awareness and accessibility, and do other actions that the simulations book recommends, such as following the capstone courier to monitor customer expectations, to position their product and meet each market's demand. The third insight I found from the line chart is how Team Digme has improved tremendously since their first round. As everyone can see, when the simulation began, they were below the industry's average for cumulative profit. However, between rounds 2 and 3, they were able to increase their cumulative profit by approximately $17 million, which is noteworthy because no other team has a growth rate as significant as theirs. The fourth insight I found was by pivoting off sales within my dashboard, which I will do now. Immediately after pivoting, I found how Team Digby's sales are significantly higher than any other team, even surpassing Team Erie's by almost $100 million. This indicates how their products are popular to consumers and that they are paying attention to customer expectations within the capstone courier. On that same note, that brings me to my fifth and final insight I discovered, which is how Team Digme is not profiting as much as they should. As everyone saw from the last few insights, Team Digme wasn't earning the most cumulative profit in the simulation. This is likely due to the amount of costs they are incurring from their operations. If this is true, there are plenty of actions they can take, like increasing automation to lower labor costs, reducing material costs by adjusting the mean time between failures if it is too high, or by forecasting better so they won't overproduce and have leftover capacity sitting in production. And that covers all the insights I found from the first 3 rounds of the capstone simulation. My name is Brennan Harrison, and thank you for watching.